Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of July 29th, 2019. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
This week we're complaining about kids' activities and obsessing about online etiquette, plus taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. But today we're talking about teens and the way they have an answer for everything. I believe Nicole had experienced an incident of this.
Tell us your troubles, Nicole.
Well, my daughter enjoys teensplaining to me these days because she's at that stage where she just feels like everything that she does is so much more efficient and easier than what I do. So for example, several days ago, we were talking about her moving to university and how she was going to do the laundry and how all that worked. And I was explaining to her, well, we're going to have to buy a bottle of Tide and we're going to have to buy a bottle of, fabric softener. And then, you take those two down to the laundry room with you with your clothes and carry it down in a hamper. Like I was just kind of going through the steps of what that would look like, right? Very similar to what happens at home, of course. And she's like, well, why would I carry all that down with me when I could just take a Tide Pod? Like, okay.
Have her buy the Tide Pods with her own money, and she might want to go back to the normal stuff.
Exactly. And then even yesterday, we were out and about yesterday in Los Angeles, and she was like, listening to her talk. I mean, if you didn't know her and didn't know any better, you'd think that she was like driver of the year. She was, you can do it, Mom. No, turn here. This is a better way, Mom. Mom, you should really do this.
Oh, dear.
So it's very much, I'm very much getting the teensplaining these days, or how to deal with the dog, or how to, handle her brother. It just is endless. What I'm hearing these days.
Yeah.
So
it would be more infuriating if I couldn't remember doing that exact same thing to my parents when I was that age.
Right.
Well, and there's that great quote. I just looked it up because I wanted to. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant that I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in 7 years.
Yes.
That would awesome. Be teensplaining right there.
Yes.
Definitely. Catherine, are you going through that with your kids?
Yes. Speaking of 14-year-olds, because I definitely get it more from that one. There's many topics, aviation, law enforcement, musical theater, any and all of these. We have a resident expert, and, woe betide anyone who has maybe a different opinion or a different fact available to them. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Must be nice to be so sure of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And
then, yet, they still need us to think for them on the really important and stressful things, which is annoying.
Right. Yeah. Because now I just got a text from her saying, she sends me this picture of herself, one of the many taken yesterday, and she says, why did you let me wear this top? You should have known this top looked bad on me.
I am just an ignorant parent. Why would I think to advise the most wise one in the family? You live by the snark, you die by the snark, kid.
I get that. This is I believe, developmentally appropriate thing. And as the quote said, by the time they're young adults, we hope, they will realize the error of their ways. But,
I got young adults. I'm still
you're
waiting.
But, I worry about, and I guess I hope teachers are familiar with this phenomenon. I just think about them interacting with other adults and, being obnoxious. That's where my concern lies, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they just act that way with us because we're supposed to be the wise ones. We're the ones who take care of them. And so when we do something foolish, it's so disappointing that it must be pointed out. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I just, I don't have the teens and I don't have that much splaining, but I certainly get the eye roll when I say something and the nobody cares about that now, Mom. Or, kids don't care about that. That's not important now. And yet I bet they still do. I think it still is. and there may be adults judging them, and I get, I'm trying to let them do their own thing and make their own decisions, and that's good and that's important. I still give them my opinion, and if they don't follow it, I still judge them. So,
Yeah, I think it's
annoying.
It's the part where they're forming opinions and I get worried about what those are and what's influencing them. Well, is my kid learning terrible things from YouTube or that's the kind of stuff that freaks me out.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm not really sure how to counter it.
And is my kid thinking that the thing that they're seeing on YouTube is more real than our actual family life and advice?
Right.
That has often arisen. And I'm like, just because that's the way they do it on the YouTube video does not mean it's real. We try to explain things being staged and things being written and, families are not really like that. Here's a family, for example, ours, and here's how we do things. But they just give me that sympathetic look like, oh, you poor old lady, you just don't know the ways of the world.
Yeah.
And, and to some extent I really don't. But, one thing I know how to do is drive. And my son, who I don't know is maybe in hearing distance from here, but I don't care because I say this all the time. He does not drive. Young man does not have a driver's license. I drive him places, and yet he comments sort of constantly on my driving.
Boy.
Based on the way his dad drives, which is, of course, the right way. Don't need your turn signal now, Mom. Don't forget to turn your turn signal on. Why? You can only turn one way here. You don't need it. Why are you doing it this way? We get off at this exit. Why aren't you getting off at this exit? So I am getting non-driver splaining of how I should be driving.
Wow.
And as many times as I say, when you have your driver's license, you can tell me how to drive. He still doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is so obvious to him. Anybody could see that you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Not amusing.
I feel for you there.
A little bit.
That's not good.
It's bad enough if a young driver who drives a lot and knows how to get places is telling you how to go.
Right.
But,
yeah. Well, it makes me wonder what I'm going to get teensplained today.
uh-oh. Surely there will be
something coming down the pipe because, it just, now that she's sort of got this, she feels like she's on the way out the door, right? Because she's moving. She's got one foot out the door. So now it's like she's able to tell me how things should be done from her.
Set a timer after she leaves the house, after she moves to college, for how long it takes for her to call and start asking me questions. How do I do this?
Of course.
Why are all my clothes?
No,
right.
It'll not. She won't be asking me. She'll be saying, "Why didn't you tell me?"
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
So,
why did you think I would use Tide Pods when they're so expensive? Why didn't you show me how to use the cheap stuff? Didn't you know?
Yes.
Why do you want to ruin my life?
I know.
What a terrible mother.
I know, the worst. Yes. Well, the one thing she can't teensplain to me is how to do a podcast.
There you go. Although I bet she could try.
Yeah, she might try because she listens to a lot.
Yeah. I imagine she has her opinion.
That's right. But, Yeah, no, yeah, my son hasn't been so much an issue. It's just definitely been my daughter. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I just keep thinking, okay, one day very soon you're going to find out.
That's right. That's right.
You'll appreciate it.
And it's going to come with absolutely no self-awareness whatsoever.
Right.
There's never going to be a, Mom, I should have listened to you. I really do need to know this.
Yeah, true.
Such is our lot.
Well, I won't teensplain our way out of this outro. Because I know you know how to do it. So
do it our way.
That's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2, and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.